Two teachers from Wisconsin are out of a job and they could face criminal charges after they're accused of messaging a student to arrange a foursome. I
Welcome back to Looking for Better Days. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime that I upload. And let's get back to some more nonsense.
School trip. I'm Anjanette Levy, and this is Crime Fix. Alexia Salderas and Jennifer Larson were teachers at Joseph Craig High School in Janesville, Wisconsin, until the spring. The
Okay.
school district of Janesville launched an investigation of the two teachers in April. Records released by the district show that Salderas and Larson attended a state DECA trip with students in February. No big deal. That's what teachers do. They go on school trips with students, they supervise. But what happened in early April is what resulted in them being placed on leave. Between April 7th and April 9th, on another trip, the records show that Larson and Salderas were Snapchatting with a student identified only.
There it goes again, y'all. Snapchat. There it goes again. And believe me, I'm not against people using whatever apps they feel like using, but this is becoming a striking resemblance to every other thing that I've done as far as reported on this entire time. It's the same MO. The Snapchat. It's always the Snapchat.
At student A, saying they would like to cuddle and have fun. They're also quoted as asking whether another student would want to come with them. The investigative document says Salderas gave the keys to his school van to student A so he could get his clothes out of it and then allowed him to take a lap in the parking lot in the van. Then the document says,
So now to add on top of the blatant disregard for boundaries as far as child and parent or child and student, I mean, child and teacher, you are allowing a kid to joyride in the van as if that is not, one, going to put you in a bad place as far as your job is concerned, and two, illegal because the kid's probably not even of age to drive.
Salderas and the student exchanged a quote, half kiss, and she was changing her shoes by the van that day. On the evening of April 9th, the investigative document says that Salderas sent student A 5 photos of herself in lingerie and undergarments. There were texts where the two discussed plans to meet that weekend. Then the next morning, on April 10th,
Now, I hate to sound crazy, but I can understand why this lady is doing what she's doing. I'm not justifying it, but I'm gonna just say I can understand. But let's continue.
Other teacher, Jennifer Larson, reported to superiors that Alexia Salderas allowed student A to drive a school van. Then Salderas texted student A that their relationship, that's what she called it, their relationship, needed to stop, and student A agreed. This is a law
Of course he agreed, because he was done. He ain't want to keep doing that. That sounds crazy.
A teacher from South Carolina's Low Country, already in trouble with the law for a sex-related crime involving a minor, is arrested again. I take a look at the sad case of Holly Hodges and how it all began.
Wait a minute. Did they just say again? So that means that they let this lady out. For whatever reason, they let the lady out. She went about her business. Must have posted bail or whatever. And did whatever it is that they're stating that she did again, which is either having adult relations with a minor or pictures or videos or something like that. That's insane. If you got a, I'm not even gonna say got away, but if you were not convicted of the crime initially, why would you get out and do the same?
Nat Levy, and this is Crime Fix. Holly Hodges is free on bail right now. Up until last Halloween, she was a Head Start teacher in South Carolina's Low Country. But that changed last October 31st. Hodges, according to the Beaufort police, was asked to show up at the department, which she did. They were looking into, quote, an incident. That's all the department's Facebook page says. The post says Miss Hodges was escorted to an interview room. Prior to any questions being asked or any statements being given, Ms. Hodges assaulted Beaufort police officers by biting and kicking them.
First of all, let me stop that right there, because let's forget about the whole incident that we're talking about right now, biting and kicking, and she's not 6 feet under. I mean, I'm not saying that she needs to, be gone. But at the end of the day, it's like I could never be in a situation like that. And really, I feel like any man could never be put in a situation like that and still either live to see the light of day or not be severely hurt in that situation. Whether you were guilty of something or not, they would not have let that slide. No way.
Ms. Hodges was taken into custody, and a search incident to arrest revealed she was in possession of a Schedule II drug.
Ugh.
Schedule II drugs are narcotics, and we don't know which one she's accused of
Huh?
possessing, but yikes on that claim that Hodges was biting and kicking the officers. Hodges was taken to jail and charged with 5 counts of assault and battery in the third degree, 1 count of resisting arrest, and 1 count of possession of a controlled substance.
So stay with me, y'all. Sorry, I know I'm pausing too much. Link will be in the description. So we got assault, we got drugs, we got child situations, and then we got another charge of child situations. That's insane. Like how I don't understand how they haven't given her 100 years. I don't get it. 100 years, flat out.
The Beaufort County Sheriff's Office took over the investigation. An incident report from the sheriff's office from last Halloween only says the deputies were requested to assist the Beaufort Police Department with an incident at Beaufort Elementary School and that the investigation is ongoing. The next day, the sheriff posted on Facebook that an arrest warrant for third-degree sexual exploitation of a minor was served on
Mm.
Hodges at the jail. The post said, law enforcement officials received a complaint that Holly Hodges, a Head Start staff member assigned to Classroom 2 at Beaufort Elementary School,
Head Start. Isn't that
possessed
like
inappropriate
5 year
images
olds?
of children. Investigators have verified that Hodges possessed at least one image of a child, which constitutes a violation of South Carolina law. This is an active investigation. Additional charges may be forthcoming as the case progresses. Now, just recently, Hodges was taken into custody again and charged this time with first-degree sexual exploitation of a minor. I want to take a moment to tell.
Listen, that means that she was probably involved in some type of child trafficking. I would assume because like there's too much going on here. This is wild.
When deputies are called to a construction site for a suspicious person, they find a shocking scene. A high school art teacher allegedly caught having sexual contact with a student. Now she's on administrative leave and faces some major jail time if convicted.
First of all, oh my goodness, there's so much to unpack here. You're an art teacher. You're having sexual relations outside, which is already another. I don't know if it's a felony or misdemeanor, but that's another charge. Then you're doing that outside with a child that is underage. Um, and then a construction site. Like, what were you guys thinking? Like, isn't that private? Wouldn't that be trespassing if they catch you in it? Like,
We're taking a closer look at the case of Jennifer Massey. I'm Sierra Gillespie, and this is Law and Crime News. This is 51-year-old Jennifer Massey of Selma, Texas. She's an art teacher at Davenport High School in San Antonio. But this alleged incident happened just north of this city in Comal County. On October 3rd, deputies there got a call for a suspicious person at a construction site where a home was being built. When officials arrived on the scene, they found Massey, who was apparently engaged in sexual contact with a male student. She was arrested and charged.
I want to see how she's going to get out of it. I swear I want to see how she's going to get out of it. Because she was caught in the act, right? So she was caught in the act. Everybody else says, it's hearsay, it's Snapchat, it's text messages, it's videos, there are things that they found afterwards so their lawyer can come up with some type of defense. This situation specifically, this lady was caught red-handed. How are they going to get her out of this? This I got to see.
with improper relationship between educator and student, which is a second-degree felony. So far, it's unclear what exactly this sexual contact was or even how old the boy is. But even so, Massey was placed on administrative leave from her school. On October 4th, the Davenport High School principal released a statement. It reads in part, quote, "The district learned that last night, Mrs. Massey was charged with having an improper relationship with a student. Mrs. Massey was placed on administrative leave this morning and she will not be returning to Davenport High School. I know it can be quite disturbing to learn that one of our teachers was charged with a crime such as this. Please know that I and members of my administrative staff are available to address any concerns you may have regarding this situation. Also, if your child has any concerns or questions, our counselors are available to meet with them as needed." The statement added that the district's Human Resource Department conducts background checks on all applicants during the hiring process. So that means Massey was vetted before she was hired on. Okay, I know you're multitasking when you're watching our videos, and right now the incident is still under investigation, and Massey is being held at the Comal County Jail on $50,000 bond.
Tell me how you need an investigation for something that you caught somebody doing red-handed. If you got caught at a bank holding the bag of money with the die, with the notes, the bills that had the bank's serial number on them, or money is traceable. They have serial numbers on money. So if you got caught with that specific money, how in the world is that not an open and shut case? She got caught in the act of doing whatever it was she was doing with a child. Where's the investigation going? Like, well, what need is there for an investigation? This is crazy.
If convicted, she could face up to 20 years in prison and a $10,000 fine.
20 years.
To make sense of the case as we know it right now, we're turning to criminal defense attorney and former sex crimes prosecutor Serena Townsend. Okay, so for this story, I just wanted to start with the very basics. The fact that we have a teacher here engaging in sexual contact with an underage student.
All right, guys, this is going to be the end of the video. If you guys like what you saw, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload. Also, click notifications on all. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Keep your kids safe.